Okay, Trine, your turn.
Why are we doing this?
Because I didn't know how tall I was, so we're all going to measure ourselves.
Okay, but what does that have to do with me?
Don't you want to know how tall you are?
I already know how tall I am. Short.
That's not so short.
Come on, I'm short. I've accepted it.
You're average.
I'm average for a short person. Compared to a big person, I'm small.
Why do you say that?
You know how I know I'm small? Because when I was little, people used to come up to me and say, "My, what a big girl you are." And now that I am big, they don't say anything.
Well, you're big with us, Trine.
3, 2, 1. Contact is the secret, is the moment. When everything happens, contact is the answer, is the reason why everything happens. Contact. Let's make contact. 3, 2, 1. Contact. 3, 2, 1.
4.
Hey, Mark, how long is that ruler?
A foot.
Whose foot?
What do you mean, whose foot? It's just a foot.
Now, that could be confusing.
Now listen, all ye faithful and loyal subjects of the king. I have a question to ask you. How come that duke has a bigger castle than mine, and I'm the king?
Oh, no, Your Majesty. We measured them both, remember? I measured our castle 100 feet long and 100 feet wide. And the Duke measured his castle 100 feet long and 100 feet wide.
Well, how come it looks bigger than mine?
I don't know. Let's ask him.
Can I help you?
From now on, we use my foot to measure a foot.
And that's how rulers were born.
How long do you think this is?
I don't know. Let me see. It's 5 feet.
That's funny. I didn't think it was that long. Let me try. 1, 2, 3 and a half.
That's funny. It must be shrinking.
Now that makes me 5'10".
Oh, and I'm 5'5".
And I'm hungry. Any of you guys want some pizza?
Hey, it's getting late, Trine. You're going to ruin your dinner.
Oh, that's okay. My mom's making liver.
Liver's good for you.
Well, that's true. I just wish it didn't taste like it was good for me.
All right.
Hello? Yeah, I'd like to order a large pizza with everything on it, and I'll be there to pick it up in about 10 minutes, okay? What? Wait, well, what do you mean, what do I mean by a large pizza? I mean a large pizza.
Oh, sole mio, come hold me tight. Hello, Al's Pizza.
I'd like to order a small pie with meatballs, onions, and extra cheese. How soon will that be ready?
About 10 minutes. Okay, coming up.
Hey, down here! I'm the one who ordered the small pie. Hey, you call this a small pie? How am I supposed to get this home? I only live in a little hole in the wall, and I'll be lucky if I even get a meatball through there.
Al's Pizza.
I want a big pie to go with meatballs, sausage, pepperoni, garlic, and onions. You got that?
Okay, that'll be about 10 minutes. Coming up.
Hey, up here. I'm the guy who ordered the big pizza. Hey, you call this a big pizza, huh? About 50 more of these might be enough. You know, I'm a growing boy, and I'm gonna go home and tell my mother. She's back a few times today.
Al's Pizza. I'd like to order a medium pie with... Hey, wait a minute. I'm gonna get this one right. How tall are you? Huh? I'm about 5'6".
Yeah? How much do you weigh?
Hey, all I want is a...
What do you weigh?
About 140.
Okay, 10 minutes. Here it is. Just right.
Hey, I didn't want any anchovies.
No anchovies. The first one's too big, the second one's too small. Now no anchovies. I'll show you no anchovies.
All right, I tell you what. You put your pizzas in cardboard boxes, right? Okay. Now you take the largest box you can find and fill it with a pizza with everything on it, and I'll be there to pick it up in 10 minutes, okay? All right, bye.
Trini, what's the matter with you today?
I don't know. You know, I guess I'm just disappointed about not becoming famous.
Oh, you mean about your...
Yeah, I've been thinking about my dinosaur bone again. All right, now I want you people to keep calm, okay?
We were calm.
Were? What's going on?
Okay, now I took this shortcut over, you know, by the stream down the hill, when all of a sudden I see something funny sticking out of the water, right? Well, at first I thought, well, it's just a piece of driftwood that got all churned up after all that rain we had last week.
But it wasn't a piece of driftwood.
No, it wasn't. Well, then as I got closer, I thought, well, hey, maybe it's just a weird rock that's sticking up out of the water.
It wasn't a rock?
No, it wasn't.
Well, then what was it?
Okay, now you promise to keep calm. Look. Look, it's a fossil. I know it's a fossil. You know what this means? It means I'm going to be famous. I can see it now. I mean, young Hispanic finds dinosaur bones. Scientists astounded. I can't wait.
Now, Trini, do you really think that's a dinosaur bone?
Well, of course. What else could it be? Now, how do you know that this isn't a dinosaur if it's almost the same size as that?
First of all, feel it. Does it feel heavy?
No,
it's not a fossil. It can't be any kind of dinosaur bone, femur or otherwise, because it's not fossilized. This is what you've been looking for.
Not the man.
No.
Well, why not?
Oh, yeah, look, no.
Here we have, take a look at this. Compare the two. And?
It's the same. A horse bone.
Exactly.
And I'm going around going,
What kind of horse bone?
A femur.
Femur, right. What's this bone here?
Same thing, but it's thinner,
Yeah.
a femur, thigh bone.
Yes, look at the difference. And that suggests...
Same, except that that's thinner.
It suggests different behavior. We know what horses do. It needs a pretty sturdy thigh bone. A man not needing that kind of sturdiness, since he's not running races or pulling plows, and not lately anyway. But the relationship is the same, the functions are the same. Right?
He's beautiful, in a way, I guess.
Very graceful.
No! It just turned out to be a regular horse bone, and I'll never get to be famous.
You mean like these people in the Guinness book?
Which people?
Well, all the people in here hold world records for things. Hey, you could get famous this way.
Yeah, let me look at that. The world's strongest teeth. The strongest teeth in the world belong to John Masses of Belgium. He proved this in April 1974 by pulling 2 Long Island Railroad passenger cars weighing 80 tons along the rails with a rope held between his teeth.
Wow. Hey, Trini, you think you can beat that record?
Sure I can. And you know, I know exactly the railroad cars I'm gonna pull. Everybody knows that locomotives are very big.
Everybody also knows that machines come in all sizes.
That red-hot fire produces the heat that makes the steam, and the steam presses on the cylinders down in front there, and that's what makes the engine go.
Now, is this exactly the same as, say, like a big one I might see at a railroad track?
Yes, it's exactly the same thing, except everything is smaller.
How
Even the pieces of coal we burn are smaller.
How much smaller do you have to make everything to make it this size?
This is 1/8 the size.
Do you love what you're doing?
Oh, yes, this is real fun.
Did you build this one yourself?
Yeah, this one took me 7 years to build. And it was worth it because I've had that much fun out of it since I finished it.
No, Trine, I'm afraid you won't break any world's records with that tray. Hey, see if you can find something else.
Yeah, I guess you're right. Hey, world's largest donut. The world's largest donut was 74 pounds and had a 5-foot 9-inch diameter. Hey, Mark, lay down, quick. I got an idea.
Lie down?
Just do it, come on.
Okay.
Okay, you can get up now.
Okay, wait a second. May I ask what you're doing?
Well, sure. Mark is 5'10", right? And the world's largest donut is 5'9". Now, to get into the book, all we have to do is to make a donut as big as Mark, and we'll be cinched to get into the book.
Hold it! How are you gonna cook a 5-foot 10-inch donut?
You're right. I guess I'll have to think of something else.
Hey, Creed, don't you think your pizza's ready by now?
Pizza. Hey, I can get into the Guinness book by making the world's largest pizza.
It's not gonna be easy. How you doing?
Fine, you?
Yeah, I need a pizza pie. What sizes you got?
Medium and large.
I guess a large. Well, how large is a large, though?
Well, what are you talking about, large?
What kind of large am I talking about? I'm just talking about a large pizza. What kind of large are you talking about?
Well, my father made the world's largest pizza here. 80-foot pizza.
Oh, you made the world's largest pizza?
Yeah.
Your father made it? That's your father?
Yeah, this is my father.
Hi. You made the world's largest? How big was it?
80-foot.
An 80-foot pizza?
Yes, an 80-foot pizza.
Whose idea was it to make an 80-foot pizza? It was yours?
One day I was looking in the Guinness Book of World Records, and I just saw pizza there. It said 35 feet pizza. So I just asked my father if he'd make a larger one.
So what
And he just did. And, well, first
He said, forget it. Do your homework.
No. At first he just, he didn't give me an answer. He just didn't give me an answer. Then a month later he started working on it.
James's dad did a lot of planning, and many of his friends helped. 84 concrete columns, huge steel plates, welded together on top. And a summer of hard work. The oven was finished. His dad had to make sure the oven worked. Like every good experimenter, he tested it by making a trial pizza to set the right temperature, right cooking time. It tasted good. He'll go for the world record. At dawn, the team was ready for action. First, 5,000 square feet of aluminum foil and plastic bags to cover their shoes. Another new use for garbage bags. The world's largest pie plate is nearing completion. Lorenzo trucks in the ingredients. 900 gallons of tomato sauce. 1 truck trailer full of pizza dough. 70,000 pieces of pepperoni, a 3-year supply. 100 cases of cheese. The crowd begins to gather. The teams work in relays throughout the day. All money from the sales of the slices goes to help the Muscular Dystrophy Association. The I Love New York message is Lorenzo's own way of saluting his new home. He came from Sicily 12 years ago. Ingredients for this recipe cost $15,000. After 6 grueling hours, the last handfuls of pepperoni and cheese are tossed on the pie. And now, the moment of truth. The fires are lit. The cooking begins. Two hours later, the official measurement. David Sexton, county sealer of weights and measures, announces the size. 80 feet 1 inch in diameter. It's a world record for Lorenzo. The crowd steps up for a slice of history. 25,000 people will eat over 60,000 slices of pizza today. And in years to come, grandchildren will hear about this. The world's largest pizza.
Would you like to have a slice while you're waiting for the pizza?
Sure, yeah. I'd love a piece.
Now just imagine, the 60,000 pieces of this pizza, the same thickness, the same thing. Same thing. The same ingredients we had on the big pizza, the world's largest pizza.
Mmm. That's good. That's really good. Delicious.
Thank you. That was the best suggestion. He made it the best suggestion over that big pizza.
Yeah?
It was worthwhile. No, very good. I wouldn't do it again. No way. But it was good. Very good. Hope you like it, okay?
They'll never forget it. James Amato and his father, Lorenzo.
You can get up now, Mark. I mean, I can make a pizza that big. I can't even make a donut as big as you.
No, I kind of like it down here. It reminds me of the way they measure the whales at the Miami Seaquarium.
A lot of air. When you're this close to them, it's really scary at first. You know?
They're extremely gentle animals, just very. And they're quite aware of their size, you know. Hugo is 23 feet long and weighs about 10,000 pounds. And he's still growing. He's not fully grown yet. He's just an adolescent. A male killer whale can get to be about 30 feet long and weigh 18,000 pounds.
18,000 pounds? That's incredible.
Since we got Hugo in 1968, he's been averaging about a foot a year in growth.
A foot a year?
A foot a year, yeah.
That's a lot.
But he's very gentle, aren't you? Can I have your tongue, sir? Nope. Swallow the fish first, right? What's that?
I heard the announcer say that his tongue alone weighs 35 pounds.
Yeah, that's an estimate, but it's a big old tongue, you can see. Huh?
Unbelievable. It's amazing how far you've gotten in terms of being able to touch them, their comfortability.
You know, they recognize people, as do the dolphins, and they respond differently to different trainers. Good boy, dude. Good boy. All right, let's get the measuring tape here. There we go. See if we can get his length here. How do you want to do it?
I don't care. We can try it both ways, and we'll see what we get.
His tail's curled up.
Got it? She saw him on his back. That's what it was. Can we give him some fish?
So he's grown about a foot, about a foot. About a foot.
Tell me something. If you could be any size you wanted to be, how big would you be?
Oh, about this size. How about you?
About this size, I guess.
Kind of nice how it worked out.
Yeah, it is.
It's no use. I'm short and I'm never going to be famous.
Trini, if being famous is what you really want, there are lots of other ways.
Well, like what? I mean, I can't sing or dance.
Well, you could be a famous veterinarian at a zoo. Take care of all the animals, for example.
Yeah, I mean, but that would take so many years. I'd be an old lady by the time
You obviously don't know Dr. Liz Russo.
Who's she?
You've heard of the famous Bronx Zoo, right?
Uh-huh.
Big animals and little animals. Some of the biggest animals on Earth are here, and some of the smallest. Some are fed by the truckload, others by the teaspoon. But this lady has to make sure every animal has the right amount of food. She's Liz Russo, Doctor of Veterinary Medicine, here at the Bronx Zoo in New York. And her biggest patient is Tuss, the elephant.
Happy and grumpy, the other two?
Hold tail. Easy.
Hi, Tuss.
Tail, happy. Tail.
How do you know how much medicine to give the elephant?
Well, it comes in this little vial, and one vial is enough for one animal.
No matter which animal it is?
Well, tetanus is a disease that's caused by a tiny germ, and this tiny germ can cause a disease in any animal, and the vaccination or the shot works the same way. It protects any size animal against that tiny, tiny germ. Can you get her to sit down for me?
Sit. Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Where are you going to put it in?
I'm going to put it in her back leg.
Okay. You're the doctor.
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Do you think that hurt, Tuss?
A little bit, but it's really a very small needle for such a large animal.
To take care of an animal this big, you need Bill Liggett. He's Tuss's keeper and trainer.
I give him a bath every morning. I just stretch him out and scrub him down.
You don't use soap on them, do you?
Occasionally I do. About once a month I'll use soap on him.
Do you ever use any type of moisture cream or anything?
Sure do. Use mineral oil on him about every month.
Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Must use a lot of it.
Yeah, it takes quite a few gallons.
How much do the elephants eat?
300 pounds in a day. And
300 pounds?
Yeah.
What?
And the two little guys, they're eating about 150 pounds apiece a day.
How many times do you feed them?
Well, they eat all day long, so we keep hay in front of them all day long.
Yeah. How much water do they drink?
Oh, a good-sized girl like Tuss here can drink about 50 or 60 gallons a day.
How much do the elephants weigh, the big one, Tuss?
Tuss here goes about 4.5 tons.
4.5 tons. How is it? Tastes good? Do they have teeth?
Yeah, all they have is molars.
Yeah, in
the
the back?
And they're very large-sized teeth that they use just for grinding up grasses.
Is this all they eat?
No, in the evenings we give them some fruits and vegetables as well, carrots and apples.
Yeah?
And then in the morning they get a breakfast treat of some grain.
Say ha. How often do you feed them?
Most of the birds get fed about every 2 hours.
So you really have to be careful with them.
Yes,
Make sure you feed them.
we constantly watch their weights.
Yeah?
Don't want them to be too little. 439.
How big will his wingspan be when he becomes a mature condor?
Well, we hardly ever see them expand their wings fully in flight, but the wingspan gets up to about 10 feet across. The reason that we raise these birds by hand is because by taking the eggs away from the parents, this encourages the parents to lay more eggs. And since condors are endangered, which means there are very few of them left in the world, we want to make as many baby condors as we can to help increase the population.
Yeah, so that they don't become extinct.
That's right.
When I first got here, I could hardly believe that anyone so young could be a real animal doctor. But as I went with her on her rounds, I realized that she's totally comfortable in this world. She knows about every animal we came in contact with, and she really cares. They seem to know it, and they trust her. Come on, maybe I'll tickle him. There you go. There you go. What are you feeling for?
I'm feeling for any kind of abnormal lump.
He's got his tail in my pocket. Want to wrap him around my arm?
Right around your
my neck? Oh, no. One more? Still what's left? Oh, I see it. And it's right there.
Right.
Her next patient has a broken leg. Liz looks at an x-ray of the break. She says the cast can come off. Now, is this going to hurt her when you take it off?
Oh, no. In fact, we use a special saw that only cuts through the cast. If it should go through the cast and touch her skin, it won't even cut that. Now,
Is she going to stand up?
Yeah. Well, Judy will hold her, and I'll take the leash off. You can help by holding the foot for me.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, good girl. Yes, baby. Okay.
It'll take her a while to get used to the feeling of not having that heavy weight on her leg, and then she'll start using it.
She'll start walking on all fours.
She'll start jumping on all fours.
Hey, Trini, hadn't you better go pick up your pizza?
Yeah, in a minute. Hey, you know something, Lise? You were right. I don't have to become famous by discovering a dinosaur bone or making the world's largest donut. In fact, I'm not even sure I want to become famous.
How come you've changed your mind?
Well, Dr. Russo probably didn't start out by wanting to become famous. She probably started out just wanting to be really good at what she does, right?
You're right.
Hey, Trine, how tall did you say you were?
I didn't say.
Come on.
Okay. I'm 5 feet 3 inches tall.
Well, guess what? You've grown a whole inch.
Really? Whoa.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Trine.
A whole inch?
Sure have.
Well, gee, I like the height I was. I mean, now I'm like everybody else.
Whenever there's trouble, we're there on the double. We're the Bloodhound Gang. If you've got the crime, we've got the time. We're the Bloodhound Gang.
Be sure to watch next time when 321 Contact brings you the exciting adventures of the Bloodhound Gang.
321 Contact is a production of the Children's Television Workshop.